Hello everybody. I wanted to do an update on my tanks because the main reason I haven't been taking video in a long time because I have been working on merging my two tanks together. Okay, so my other tank had some problems with the baby tiers, and for some reason they weren't growing. I looked it up, I couldn't find anything. I also, another reason I got that other tank is to raise Delta until he's an adult, because when he was young, he didn't like the Guppies. He thought they were other Bettas. That's probably the main reason. But I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm merging my two tanks together. It does look a lot different than it used to be. My other tank just has a couple rocks in it now, and it's empty. Also, there was some problem with the water being cloudy. I did lots of water changes. Not too many, but I did water changes a little more often, and I tried cleaning it out. I couldn't do anything, so I had to just remove everything from the tank except the sand, and then it was done. It's a lot more clean now, but I still haven't figured out the reason why the water was cloudy. Other than that, I'm just gonna talk about what happened with the two tanks. I figured out that he is now compatible with the other two Guppies. What happened was when he was small, he didn't like the other two. He thought they were other Bettas. That's what I think personally. So he wasn't able to share a tank with them. But this is an example of how Guppies that are not too colorful, he's probably blue and he's kind of dark blue with yellow, but they aren't super colorful. This is an example of Guppies being good tank mates with a Betta, especially a generally peaceful one. So yeah, I merged the two tanks together. I have now 2 big rocks in here. I've counted the total amount of snails. I have at least 8. I know I have probably 1 or 2 more that are hiding in between the rocks, inside the wood. I don't know. But when they all came out, I had at least 8 in total. So usually you can see maybe 3 or 4 at a time. There's one over here. They're usually climbing on these and just in other areas, but usually you can see around 2 or 3 at a time, but there's 8 in total. So I merged the tanks together, which means there's also all the plants in one tank and all the rocks in one tank that fit in here. Because I do have one other rock that's really big that I can't fit in here right now. But I think the overall design looks really good. Even though these 2 rocks are really close to the front, it does still look really nice. Other than that, the plants are growing really good. This is actually my very first plant that I got. It's been in every single tank I've had, and it's grown significantly. As you can see, it's really big. It started out with just like 2 or 3 leaves, and then now there's tons of sprouts everywhere that I just removed gently from the plant and placed them in other areas. Also, these plants that I got with this tank grown a lot. I used to have like 3 strands. If you watch my Spec III setting up video, I will post something up there. You could see that I only had like 2 or 3 little strands of it, and now there's a lot more. I also have plants that I got from a fish store. I will post a link to their website and their phone number on the link below, because they have a very nice store, even though it's kind of old. That's what the owner said. It is really good. It's got a wide variety. That's where I got him, and he is very healthy. That's also where I got most of my plants. I got the plants in the back, also these here. I also got that one there and the purple one in the very back. I also got this rock from there and the ones on the bottom from there. So it's a really good store. It's around 45 minutes away, so I can't really go there often. But besides that, that's where I got a lot of my plants, and they're all really healthy plants. None of them really died, except for one kind. It's one I've never had experience with before, so I wasn't really expecting much out of it. Other than that, this is the tank, and it ended up great. For some reason, when you look at the tank from the camera, it doesn't have the same feel is when you look at it in real life. So this is the best I can do. Yeah, so I'll just do a quick show of what the tank looks like. Also, the plants on the top are growing great. I do have to flush them out every now and then because they grow rapidly. Also, I'm thinking if you want any of these plants, I'll be willing to give them to you. They grow really fast, especially with fertilizer. They do stay alive without fertilizer. They can go without fertilizer for a long time, but their tendrils will not grow that long. They will stay short little stubs, which is not necessarily bad depending on what kind of tank you want. But I wanted my tank to be kind of full. If this tank would be super empty, then the guppies and Betta would probably get a little more territorial and probably fight on each other. But now, since there's lots of different areas around to swim, lots of things to hide behind, and they can even fit in between these two rocks. I don't know how, but they can. Now that they have their own separate territories or areas that they can hide in, is a lot better for them. The catfish is also doing very good. He likes to stay on the bottom. I also do need to do clean. My tube broke for some reason, so it is not working. I need to get a new one because the fish poop on the bottom is growing a lot. The plants can only do so much, so I have to clean out most of it. Also, I found out that one of the reasons my tank's water was cloudy in the other tank is because of the sponge. Okay, when you put the sponge over the output of the filter, it slows down the filtering process, leading to a lot more debris in the water. If you put it like this, the way I did it is I have let me try and get the camera angle. I have a little suction cup that I used for a heater that is holding, let me see if I can focus, that is holding the sponge, which allows the water to divert into 3 or 4 different paths, which lowers it. As long as they stay on this side of the tank, which is very open, has lots of area to swim, they won't be blown around that much. But if they go into this area, it'll be a little hard to swim. But there are lots of plants and rocks that they can hide behind if there is too much water current. So that's all I have to talk about today. There is another snail here if you guys want to see it. Some person messaged me and told me that snails can breed and they will cover the entire tank and make the tank dirty. That is a very good point to make, because sometimes when snails grow too much, they can create too many little babies, and when snails die, they release lots of ammonia, which can deeply kill lots of things in your tank. So you have to be careful. If you have more than one snail, you want to make sure you catch any dead snails, because the larger they get, the more they release ammonia, which can be really bad for your tank. But I am glad that I have these snails. They do a good job of cleaning the tank. My tank actually has no more white dots, which is dead algae. I don't know what happened. I think the snails ate them all. I haven't cleaned them off, and they disappeared in a couple of days. So yeah, the snails, I have at least 8. I've been doing a really good job of cleaning, although there is no real fish that cleans up poop. So, you have to do cleaning once in a while. So thank you for watching. I hope you like the video and subscribe. Please leave a recommendation in the comments. That would help a lot, because I want to know what you guys want to know. I will be posting more videos. I'm really wanting to make a guppy video. I'm going to be doing a fish discussion about them, or their origins and stuff. That will be the video I will be releasing next, as well as a Betta Tank Mates video, which I've been really wanting to make. So thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe. Bye-bye.